Hello guys and welcome back to Triple R Gaming for round 10 of my Back of the Grid challenge. So we're here on the grid, but before we get started, you should go and check out round 9 and the rest of the playlist. Round 9 was in England, our home Grand Prix. That was a really good home Grand Prix for me. You should go and check it out, see what happens. So we're here in Budapest, which is the Hungary in Hungary, and last time in practice we managed to get first place in practice, so this could be a very strong weekend for us, I'm hoping, as it is our second home Grand Prix in a week, as I'm half British, half Hungarian. So yeah, really positive there. I'm hoping that this race will give me the results that I'm looking for. I'm hoping to be on the podium today, I'll be honest with you guys. A win is out of the question. I thought I was going to win in Austria and I didn't, so I don't want to say to you guys I'm going to win again and when I'm not. So I'm hoping at least third place is up for grabs today, and I'm hoping to push. I've got a good setup today as well, and we're going to have a look at the strategy now. So let's have a look. As you can see, there's two strategies. They're both pretty much the same as per usual, just the prime tyre is in a different place. It is quite heavy on the tyre wear here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do, as I said last time, 3 option stints, but I'm hoping not to mess up this time, because last time out, if you haven't seen it, we had problems with the team as they changed my strategy without telling me, and I got a bit confused. So but today we are going to start on the option tyre, and let's get to the race. So let's get off that and let's start the race. So we're here at the 5 red lights. We've got the 2 Malas in front of us like normal, and I think that's a Lotus as well. So off we go. We've got Will Stevens in front of us, and we've got Felipe Nasr in front of him, which I really just messed up royally. I'm going to go down the inside of Felipe Nasr. Got past the man who's pretty swift. I'm going to brake so hard into this corner. Oh, I've tapped Felipe Massa. That was a bit aggressive, but I am in the top 10, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. I am a bit aggressive on these games sometimes, but I don't like to be. But as you can see, we're in 8th place. We've got Daniel Ricciardo in front of us, and I'm really just going to push on to see how many places I can take, because I don't want those Mercedes cars getting ahead of me. But I have to bide my time, because this is a very narrow circuit at the best of times. So we're going to try and go around the right hand side here, brake into the next corner. My back end is coming out a little bit, I don't know why that is. But we are on the option tyre, so we can push. And especially with the Red Bulls, we are definitely faster than them at the moment. Their package is not as good as ours, and I've managed to take advantage of that all season long. I've got Daniel Kvyat talking about the Red Bulls behind me, and Daniel Ricciardo in front of me, so I'm in a Red Bull sandwich. But lap 1 has been quite successful. I've managed to get past 12 cars, sorry, to get myself up into 8th place. Oh, I go wide there a little bit, going on to the main straight. Lewis Hamilton, of course, sets the fastest lap of the race. I should be able to get Daniel Ricciardo here if he doesn't get Massa, which he doesn't. So I'm going to take Ricciardo for 7th and Massa for 6th. Which is brilliant news. Bottas has got a really good start on the Ferraris, because both Ferraris are in front of him, so that's a good start for him. We're now on lap 2, chasing down Sebastian Vettel. So we're going on to the end of lap 3. As you can see, we're still chasing Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen and Valtteri Bottas. I'm hoping on this, going on to lap 4, I'm going to be able to overtake the DRS. But as you can see, they've gone away from me a little bit. I'm hoping I'm going to try and get in the braking zone. But they've all got DRS in each other. So I go down the side of Sebastian. Oh, that's tight. That is really tight. And I've managed to get DRS, and I managed to almost get past Kimi Raikkonen at the same time. So I'm going to try and brake hard here. Oh, we've made contact with Kimi Raikkonen. Sebastian Vettel's come around the left-hand side. That's my bad. I don't know what the rules are on this game, but I seem to be getting away with a lot of that recently. Not something I intend to do, but now with this clear air I'm able to chase Valtteri Bottas on lap 4. So guys, as you can see, we're at the end of lap 5, going on to lap 6. We've caught up to Valtteri Bottas, and hopefully in the DRS we're going to be able to overtake him. So I'm going to try on the start finish straight and try and get past him. We're going to try and brake onto the right hand side again and see basically how far we go. Vettel's right up my gearbox and so is Kimi Raikkonen's. I brake really hard around the right hand side. Have I made the move stick? I don't know, he's going to come back at me. I've got DRS. Bottas is still behind us, so I'm surprised Vettel did not get past him. Are we going to be able to keep the podium position? I don't know, he's come around the left hand side of me. This is close battling. Ooh. Let's have a look, see what's going on behind us. Yep, we've managed to hold the position for now on lap 6. So going on to lap 8, we've just lost the back end slightly. Valtteri Bottas is behind us. He'll come round to the right hand side like he does. He's now into 3rd position. We have dropped down to 4th. We've got Sebastian Vettel behind us. We are due to go in the pits this lap because the tyres are pretty shot at the moment. I am going to go around this corner. I accidentally tapped Bottas on the back. We're heading into the pits and we really just want to try and get ahead of him in the pit stops if possible. You can see on the right hand side, the left hand side, Sebastian Vettel's just gone through. I need to learn my right and left. We're in the pits now. Let's see who could do the faster pit stop, Williams or Force India. So as you can see, Williams has gone in and servicing Bottas's car, and now the Force India team are servicing my car. And if you see on the bottom corner, Williams has got past us, so Bottas is now still in front of us. We're going to rejoin in 12th and 13th places respectively. That was a 2.5 stop, and yeah, we just really need to try and we overspeed that massively into that corner, and we missed the apex completely. We are now into 13th place, chasing down Bottas for 12th place. So we're going on to lap 10. We've got DRS on the Valtteri Bottas. I'm going to break down on the right hand side and see if we can get him. And we have got him. Oh, we've tapped Fernando Alonso again. We did that in Canada. It's not great. I hate tapping cars. Oh, I've just lost the back end because of DRS. So we've made 2 positions up, but we may lose one to Fernando. But no, we don't. We've managed to keep it in. But the main thing is we've got past Valtteri, so we are in a I'd say net 3rd place, depending on when the Ferraris are going to pit. So coming up on a very slow Max Verstappen. He's really holding up the McLaren of Jensen. I'm having struggles to try and keep on the track because of it, but hopefully we can get past them both straight away, and it won't hold us up for too long, because obviously when the Ferraris come into the pits, we do not want to be behind them. But we'll definitely be able to get these 2 on the long straight, just because of how slow they're going at the moment, and that McLaren Honda is not known for its straight line speed at the moment. So I'm going to go around the corner, around the right hand side, get DRS, past Jensen before you know it, for 9th position, and try and get Max Verstappen in the first corner by braking super hard, which I've done. Hopefully he's going to come back at me, but I'm going to hopefully regain the position. I'm going to have to watch this DRS zone. It's not the best DRS zone because it's not straight, and you can only really use DRS when it's straight. But I am into 8th place now. I've got past Max Verstappen and we're on lap 11, chasing down Daniel Kvyat and the Red Bull. So going on to lap 12, and I've just set the fastest lap of the race. I'm chasing down Daniel Kvyat and I'm trying to get past him in this next zone. I haven't got DRS on him. I'm just really surprised that I've just set the fastest lap of the race on a prime tyre. So I'm going to shoot right down the... Oh, he gave me no space. He gave me no space right down the left side, and I've got past him for 5th place now, as obviously people were in the pits while I was setting the fastest lap of the race and I didn't know it. Sorry guys. We are on lap 12 now, in 4th position. As you can see, there's somebody coming out of the pits. I don't know who that was. That was Sebastian Vettel on lap 13, which means I've got past him in the pits. I'm now into 3rd place. So guys, I'm coming on to lap 14 now, and as you can see, Sebastian Vettel is right up my gearbox. I expect him to try and overtake me. I'm going to try and defend as much as possible. He's come up the side of me, as you can see. Going to brake super hard and try and defend the right hand side. He's going to get DRS again. He's going to try and come down. I'm going to make him come down the left hand side, and hopefully I can hold off. I managed to hold off those 2 corners, so yeah. We're now on to lap 14. So going on to lap 15, we're on the last sector of lap 14. Sebastian Vettel's just trying to get past us. I don't know if he might even get the DRS on us. So now we're into 4th place. on lap 15. I've got the DRS actually. It's not good. His paces seem to be a little bit better than mine in the Ferrari at the moment. And I'm going to brake super hard and try and scare him off a little bit, which I do. He is on the option tyre, that's why he is probably a little bit faster than us. I'm going to go around to the left hand side, brake super hard. Oh, I brake a bit too hard. I've locked up a little bit. We're still battling though, so I'm going to try and get him here. Not going to come off the throttle. I've come off the track a little bit though, but I'm unable to make that move for third place on lap 15. So going on to lap 19, I've got Kimi Räikkönen right up my gearbox. He's trying to come around the left hand side. We're going into the pits because we've been on these tyres 12 laps I believe it is, so these primes are pretty much worn out. We're going to go on to a set of soft tyres. Kimi Räikkönen is carried on. We're in 5th place now going into the pits. As you can see on the right hand side, Daniel Ricciardo's passed us, so now we're going to be in 6th place. I'm not sure where we're going to come out actually, but here we go. We're in the pits. The soft tyres go on. That's a 2.5 stop. That's a brilliant stop. That's the same as the last pit stop, which is very consistent from the team. I'm really happy that the team are being very consistent with the pit stops right now. Now we're P8, and we've got Valtteri Bottas in front of us and Daniel Kvyat behind us. I missed the apex there a little bit. I went a little bit too deep, so I went on the grass. But yeah, so we're really doing well here. Hopefully we're on the same strategy as the people around us, and that we can just really push hard to get to where we want to get. We're obviously aiming for the podium, so yeah, let's go. We're lap 20, P8. So going on to lap 21. Oh, Roberto Meri just almost hit me. I'm chasing down Valtteri Bottas for 7th place. It's been about a lap since we pitted, so I'm really just trying to get on the back of him. I just set the fastest first sector of anybody. I'm going to try and go around the right hand side. I'm not going to be able to do that, I don't think. Or am I? Oh, I think I am. Oh, I've just overshot it a little bit though. Got to be careful. I don't want to take Valtteri out. But that was clean, even though I messed the corner up a little bit. So we're in 7th place on lap 21. So going on to lap 23. There is somebody in the pits, a couple people in the pits. I've just set the fastest lap of the race. There's Massa in the pits, and we're going up to 5th place. I think there's somebody else in the pits as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think there was, because we were 7th originally. So 2 people in the pits. We are now behind the Ferraris again, which is not good. I think that stint on the prime tyre did not help us at all. So we're on lap 23, chasing down Sebastian Vettel. Going on to lap 24, we've got one person in the pits. I think that is Sebastian Vettel. It is Sebastian, no, it's Kimi Räikkönen, sorry. So now we're up to 4th place, still chasing Sebastian Vettel. I'm hoping that these pit stops of theirs are in sync with mine, because that means that I'm getting the undercuts massively, and that I'm making these positions up and hoping to be on the podium. Because we have struggled a little bit with the prime tyre. So as you can see, we're at the end of lap 27. We're going to pit this lap for our next set of option tyres, the soft tyre, the yellow wall tyre. Sebastian Vettel, as you can see in front of us, is going to carry on. So assuming either he's not pitting and he's doing a 2-stop, or he'll be pitting later on in the race, even though there's only like 7-8 laps to go. So we're in the pits. Nothing's really happened in the last several laps. I was just chasing Sebastian Vettel for all that time. Let's see what the time is on the pit stop. Let's see if we can beat our time. Yes, we did a 2.4 there. That's the fastest one of the race. Well, for us anyway. We're going to come out of the pits. Kimi Räikkönen has also passed us. Daniel Ricciardo is nowhere near us by the looks of it. So we're safely into 5th place. As you can see here on lap 29, we're chasing down Kimi Räikkönen right up his gearbox. It's taken us a couple of laps to catch up to him. We've just lost a little bit of time there. We're hoping to gain some time on him on the straight and hopefully get past him. It's just because this last sector is so windy, we might not be able to get past him. There's not really any decent places to overtake, but I'm going to go down the left hand side, which he's going to block. We'll try and go down the right. I'm going to think better of it, get the DRS and get him on the main straight. Oh yeah, for some reason he's going awfully slow. But now we're on the main straight onto lap 30. I'm going to go and overtake him on the right hand side. break. I was going to try and show you the side view of what's going on. There he is. Oh, he's still right beside us on the left hand side. Being really careful not to hit him. He's put up a fight. These Ferraris seem to be a bit feisty today. So now lap 30 in full position, going to chase down Sebastian Vettel. So guys, going on to lap 35. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton has won the race. We didn't get anywhere near the Mercedes. I managed to get in between the Ferraris in this round. I really wanted to get ahead of Vettel because he was the one that was most ahead of me in the championship. So I've lost a few more points to him. And I think with the calculations, I still remain in 5th place in the championship, and Kimi will still be ahead of me by 1 point, which is not too great. This race has been a little bit inconsistent for my pace, so I'm not happy there really, but I am happy with the result. I did want a podium, but you can't get everything in life. So yeah, we got 4th place. I'm very pleased with 4th place. As you can see, so is Sergio Perez, very pleased. And hopefully we can get a podium next time out in Spa. I believe Spa is the next round. So guys, this is the race result in Hungary, in the Hungarian Grand Prix. We got 4th place from 10th place, so I'm very happy with that. I even got the fastest lap of the race, I believe. Yeah, I did, yeah. So I'm very pleased with that. I managed to split the Ferraris. I was hoping to be 3rd in this race. I was hoping to get the podium, but not to happen. The usual candidates occupy the top 3 spots: Hamilton, Rosberg and Vettel. Yeah, so I'm within my rivals and doing well. My teammate, as you can see, is 1 lap down and in 13th place. Again, not pulling his weight. But yeah, that was a bit of a struggle, that race for me. I was a bit inconsistent, which I wasn't happy with, and the prime tyre was awful to say the least. I did not like that tyre. But as you can see, I'm the top runner who only did 3 stops. So the other guys did 2 around me, so I'm happy to be the top runner who did 3 stops. I did want to do 2 stops, but the tyre wear was just too high. Looking now, as we're going to go to the championship table. I am still in 5th. There's no changes in the top 10. Verstappen has gone up to 12th now. But no changes in the top 10. I'm, like I said, 1 point behind Kimi now. But I'm 7 points behind Sebastian, which is not great. I'm pretty sure that Lewis Hamilton has got this World Championship this season. So there's no doubt about that he's in a good position. 72 points in front of his teammate. And 116 in front of Vettel and 123 in front of me. So with only, how many rounds is it? 8 rounds to go. I'm pretty sure he's going for a 3rd world title. But let's look at the constructors. As you can see, only 1 change today. Toro Rosso have got some much needed points and now are behind the senior team in 6th place, with Red Bull being in 5th. Paul McLaren have gone down 1. They actually are equal on points, McLaren and Toro Rosso, so that's not too bad. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this race, like, subscribe and comment below and let me know how I'm doing. So yeah, we'll see you next time for round 11 in Spa.